Generative AI makes everything sound kind of the same, which is a little tragic for the one document that's entire purpose is to make you sound not like everyone else. Your cover letter. Every single one now is grammatically and structurally perfect and completely devoid of personality. Hi, Kickresume here. We've already helped more than 8 million people around the world get hired at Google, Microsoft, Nike, and other neat places. And today, we're going to show you how to make AI-generated cover letters sound like you. Take a look at this AI-generated beauty. The first thing you need to do is fix the greeting. To whom it may concern comes off kind of like, can't be bothered. A lot of the job ads have a name on them or at least a department. If not, LinkedIn the company. Look for the recruiter or the team lead. It will take you 5 minutes max. Address the cover letter to a specific person and you're already ahead of most of the pile. This is the one thing that AI is genuinely bad at. It's a tool. It doesn't have impressions or passions of its own, so it can't come up with anything original. You can replace the generic, I'm writing to express my strong interest in the content marketing position at Parcelfly paragraph with something specific like, I've been using your product since 2022 back when I was running a tiny Etsy shop and your shipping integration saved my entire holiday season. Now I'd love to help build the thing that bailed me out. The reason doesn't have to be poetic like this, but it has to be true and it has to be yours. If you can't think of any personal ties to the company, you can use a small anecdote that would show your professional motivation. In our AI-generated example, this is done through the generic and vague language, I have always been passionate about marketing, results-driven, detail-oriented, dynamic team player. AI loves to use this dull type of fluff. Now let's replace it with something from the heart. I got into marketing by writing product descriptions for my uncle's beekeeping shop one summer. Accidentally tripled his online orders, mostly leaning into the word sticky. 5 years later, I'm a senior content strategist at Lasco. The bees taught me everything that still works. Now you're not expected to be a Nepo Baby beekeeping marketing strategist, but you should show something personal, specific, that shows dedication and career growth. Another way to humanize your cover letter is to mention something that is specific to the company you're applying for. AI knows the company's name, but it doesn't know that the company just launched a new project or that it has a bi-weekly newsletter. You do, or you can find out at least. Go through the careers page, the LinkedIn, the company blog, find one specific thing, something about how they work, what they value, or even what they've built, and then just drop it in. I admire your company's commitment to innovation and its dedication to providing world-class solutions in the e-commerce logistics space. This is an AI classic. It makes you sound like you know your stuff, but all it actually says is, I like how your company approaches e-commerce, especially the way that you keep improving how things work. I mean, it can basically be boiled down to, I like how you make money. Hire me, please. Instead of that, try writing something less pompous. Something like, I've been reading your blog for a year, and the piece about why you rewrote every transactional email is one of the few B2B posts I've actually sent to friends. This one sounds much more ordinary, and also much more knowing. A hot take can be your own opinion on something happening in your industry. You can choose something that companies usually struggle with, and then use it as a doorway into explaining what you'd actually do for the company. For example, most brand letters are struggling because they keep trying to sound like brands. The ones that work sound like a smart friend with inside info. That's the voice I built at Lasco. We took the newsletter from 11% open rate to 34% and quadrupled the subscriber list. I'd bring that same approach to Parcelfly. Here, you're naming a real problem, you're showing what you think about it, and then you're proving that you've solved it before. This is something that AI won't do on its own. Numbers and credentials are 100% unique to you, and they're more persuasive than anything else you could put on that page. AI will create something really bland, like, I improved customer engagement metrics, have driven significant growth across content channels, and delivered measurable impact for stakeholders. All of these can be true, but vague enough that it can be true for anyone. Go into specifics. For example, 6 years in content, 3 of them running a team. We grew the Lasco blog from 8,000 to 190,000 monthly readers. Our content drove a 220% increase in organic traffic and contributed directly to a 40% jump in trial signups over the 18 months. None of this means you should stop using AI. It's a great first draft. It gets the structure right and it saves you from having to start a blank page. But it's just half the job. The other half is you going in and adding the human details it can't make up. And you don't even have to use all 6 of these tips. It isn't a creative writing exercise. If you don't have a personal connection to the company, skip point 2. If you don't have a hot take, don't force one. But the numbers and credentials, those should be there every single time. And that will be all from us. Good luck out there, and we'll see you next time on Kickresume. And don't forget to subscribe, please. My job depends on it.